Have you ever wondered why many young black women from America and the UK seem to be more challenging to manage and are often viewed as not being viable options for young black American and UK men seeking responsible life partners? Our narrator, Jaquan, has an interesting theory. He's not afraid to ruffle some feathers, and he's about to spill some tea that might just get him cancelled. He believes that the governments of these countries, alongside consumer packaged goods companies, are to blame. How so, you ask? Jaquan insists that these entities are offering tax benefits to companies that produce goods and services, promoting non-nuclear family ideals to black American and black British women. The implications are far-reaching, and the products in question are as ubiquitous as the breakfast cereals consumed by black children daily. According to Jaquan, this problem isn't as simple as the cereals, snacks and treats having artificial coloring to appeal to child consumers in a visual sense. The real problem is that when combined with a diet lacking in vital nutrients and antioxidants, such as vitamin C, they can lead to subclinical issues in children, including but not limited to reduced attention span, inability to focus or concentrate, proneness to sporadic outbursts, and poor decision-making. Not to mention a complete inability to delay gratification, a key ability required to escape poverty. In extreme cases, these additives in children's food can even cause sociopathic, bipolar, and schizophrenic tendencies. There is something called epigenetics. In short, there could be poor mental performance and resilience in black women and children, caused by an unnatural diet which does not contain the basic nutrients required for optimal human brain functioning. So, the plot thickens. The diet of black American and black UK women is tampering with their behaviors and perspectives, but the rabbit hole goes deeper than that. Jaquan points out another significant factor: the overload of poor quality information and entertainment. Just as black bodies are allegedly being harmed by low-quality food, the quality of entertainment consumed is equally detrimental to growing black minds. Jaquan isn't referring to tabloid websites or rap beef sites. He's talking about the major production companies that approve most mainstream black entertainment series and movies in the USA and the UK. These entities, Jaquan argues, promote the image of the single, strong, independent woman. They might claim to be merely reflecting reality, but Jaquan sees a more sinister agenda at play. He traces this back to government programs from the 60s in the USA and the 70s in the UK, which financially disincentivized marriage for women. Jaquan sees a clear pattern. First, create structural unemployment for black men and low wages for black women. Necessitate that black women work and remove attention from cooking and proper childhood nutrition. Then, introduce policies that favor single mothers over poor married women. Next, undermine the cognitive abilities of young black women through poor nutrition, leading to poor choices in men and life in general. Continue to reinforce the status quo through reality TV and social media, and there you have it, the current situation. Jaquan asserts that this isn't a conspiracy theory, but rather a fact. And if you connect the dots, you might just see the picture he's painting. In summary, Jaquan presents a compelling argument. He suggests that the behavioral issues often associated with black women from America and the UK are not inherent, but are instead the result of a systematic plan involving poor diet, low-quality entertainment, and biased policies. The implications of Jaquan's arguments are profound, suggesting a need for a critical re-evaluation of societal structures and norms. But don't think for one second that the government has any incentive to fix this. Why would they fix a problem they deliberately caused and continue to profit from? Only we the people can make changes to ensure we opt out of such a system, Many black women in Western countries are unwilling to listen and are stuck in their miasma. There are far too many incentives for them to continue this lifestyle. You as a black man with an awakened third eye only have a few realistic options. It is very clear that empowerment and positive affirmations of black women in the West do not work, as evidenced by the lack of effectiveness of individuals such as Dr. Umar Johnson in changing black women's choices and behaviors in the West. Many pro-black or pan-African men in the West, such as Dr. Umar, have been trying for almost 2 decades with virtually nothing to show for it. Your first option is to explore options with the black women who are not subject to the programming of Western Anglo-Saxon dominated societies. These are black women who come from traditional families in the continent of Africa, the Caribbean, and Latin America. They do not reside, nor do they want to reside permanently in Western Anglo countries. You will need to travel to find them. Your second option is to find an immigrant black or non-black woman that either comes from a traditional country or is a first-generation American or British that still retains traditional values in the home. This could be an easier option logistically, but comes with the risk she is poisoned with liberal Western values in the long term. Your third and last option is to build your wealth. And later in life, you can attempt to select and lead one of the rare younger women in the West that still comes from a traditional, conservative family. Typically, these women are very difficult to find. There will be those who tell you there is another option: to man up and take care of another man's children and be used by women who refuse to awaken to the agenda that continues to manipulate them and use hard-working black men as a scapegoat. We, in the Nerd Swag Brotherhood, highly suggest you do not take this option. Gen Z black man, you did not cause any of these problems. You are not responsible for fixing these women. If you are 25 years old, you have only 2 mandates: provide for self and provide for your future family, not someone else's. Best of luck, brothers. Peace.